The V-Day for teenagers, the vaccine day for teenagers is finally here. India has opened vaccination for the first time for the age group of 15 to 18-year-olds, a huge relief amid the Omicron surge. The mega inoculation drive has begun in several states. Teens are only being administered the indigenously developed Bharat Biotech's Covaxin shots. Approximately 10 crore children between the age of 15 and 18 are eligible for vaccination starting today. Over 8 lakh registrations have been recorded on the CoWIN platform till this morning for the age group of 15 to 18. 159 centres have been designated as teenagers' vaccine centres in the national capital. In Haryana, over 15 lakh children are eligible to get the shot, while in Kerala, special vaccination centres have been set up, priority being given to those who have already registered themselves on the CoWIN platform. Assam will start the vaccination drive in 500 schools. Tamil Nadu, meanwhile, has identified over 33 lakh children to be administered the shot at their respective educational institutions. States have been strictly instructed to avoid mixing of vaccines and to ensure that there are enough vaccination slots for children.
I'm actually excited, and then I'll get to go somewhere and then go to college also. I'm actually excited to go to college. First year in college and all. So
ये सच है कि ओमिक्रॉन तीव्र संक्रमण है, लेकिन यह भी सच है कि सेकेंड वेव की तुलना में ओमिक्रॉन जो वेरिएंट आया है कोविड-19 का, ये काफी कमजोर है। एक सामान्य वायरल फीवर मात्र यह है, लेकिन सतर्कता और सावधानी किसी भी बीमारी में आवश्यक होती है और इस मामले में भी सतर्कता और सावधानी आवश्यक है। घबराने की आवश्यकता नहीं।
India opens vaccination for children for the first time. Those above 15 now eligible. For teens, states have separate centers to avoid mixing of vaccines. But these centers are witnessing long queues by those above 18 as well, even lining up for their first and second vaccine doses. In Noida's Child PGI hospital, massive crowds were seen lining up a day ahead of children's vaccination. Most came to take their second dose of COVID vaccine.
This happens to be a crowded center that has also to prepare for children's vaccinations that will begin from the January 3rd. And right now, with the rush for the first dose as well as the second dose, preparations are going on to also provide Covaxin to children between the ages of 15 to 18 years. That will be done with and without booking, as the governments want to make sure that vaccination for children is a smooth process throughout.
The Noida Child PGI hospital will be designated Children's Vaccination Center, but seems inundated with the crowds.
मैं सभी को कहना चाहती हूँ कि जिन्होंने दूसरी डोज नहीं लगाई है वो जल्दी से लगा लें, क्योंकि ये जो दूसरा वेरिएंट आ गया है कोरोना का, तो उसके लिए जरूरी है बचाव।
27 vaccinating centers are dedicated for children by Noida District Administration.
In Uttar Pradesh's Noida, the administration has just added a list of 27 such hospitals as well as schools for centers to vaccinate children from 15 to 18 years. We are in Child PGI Noida, which has a dedicated center already, which will be converted for children, where children can either book their slots earlier or come here and do an off-site registration and get Covaxin free of cost after 10 a.m. in the morning.
While government facilities for free vaccines are open starting Monday, private ones seem ready to go with vaccination slots already booked. In Delhi, at least 159 vaccine centers have been designated as children's vaccination centers.
हमें पूरा यकीन है कि ये वैक्सीनेशन बच्चों के लिए भी उतना ही सेफ होगा जैसे एडल्ट्स के लिए था। जो भी ट्रायल्स हुए हैं बच्चों पे इस वैक्सीन को लेके, अभी तक उसमें से ऐसी कोई भी डेटा नहीं आया है जो सजेस्ट करे कि कोई सीरियस साइड इफेक्ट्स होगा।
The kids are the most vulnerable at this point in time. So that's the responsibility of all the parents, and thanks to the government that they have really taken up this. And I'm really, hopefully today I will get the registration done and get over with.
States have been told to strictly avoid mixing of vaccines and create enough vaccination slots for children.
There are total 9 vaccination centers. At each vaccination center, around 500 vaccines will be kept for children between the age group of 15 to 18. There are over 9 lakh children eligible between this particular age group. So BMC initially will be watching how there is a response. If there are more children coming to the vaccination center, the vaccines doses will be increased.
Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia took a meeting with state health ministers over preparations for the vaccination for kids for 15 to 18-year-olds.
All sorts of preparations are being done to make sure that children feel comfortable. Vaccine centers have also been asked to keep enough stocks of the Covaxin so that no last moment shortages arise and there is no chaos at the vaccination centers. With Ritesh Mishra in New Delhi and colleagues Shreya Chatterjee and Saurabh Vaktania, this is Bilan Sharma reporting for India Today.
So in most states, as we speak, teenagers right now are getting vaccinated for the first time. And India Today has you covered with all the latest updates from your city as well. Let's take this across to our reporters. We have Aishwarya Paliwal joining us live from Delhi, Saurabh Vaktania getting us the latest updates from Mumbai, Suryagni Roy from Kolkata, Pramod Madhav from Chennai, Nolan Pinto joining us live from Bengaluru, and Rickson Uman joining us live from Thiruvananthapuram. Aishwarya, to you first, how many teenagers so far have been registered at the CoWIN platform in Delhi for the vaccination?
Well, the data is still trickling in, but from what we are gathering across the country, 6.79 lakh children have already been vaccinated. The vaccination center where we are standing, the process has already begun. This entire area was being was sanitized thrice before children were allowed to come in. You know, everything is being set up. This is from where the children, when they will come and they will show that they have they are on CoWIN, they will be given a slip. Once that happens, then they will be sent here where they will be vaccinated, and once the vaccination is complete, then they will be asked to sit here for half an hour. Now that's the exact same time which was given when adults were being vaccinated. 30 minutes the children will have to stay here. The chairs have all been put up, and in fact, because they are children between 15 to 18, a very fun board has been put up here. The kids will then be asked that they step in here, they get a photograph clicked, because they want to make sure that not just should the vaccines be safe, but it should also be a fun process for the children. A couple of children obviously are very scared with regards to the vaccination, but the staff here is making sure that children do not feel scared. The preparations are in full swing. We are still waiting for a lot of children to turn up. 10 a.m. is when the vaccination drive is all set to begin in. As far as preparations are considered, we are seeing everything in place here in national capital, Akshita.
Let's get an update also from Saurabh Vaktania. He's joining us live from Mumbai. Saurabh, has the vaccine drive kicked off there? The slot that was given for teenagers who had registered, as you mentioned, was 9 a.m. So has it finally begun?
So Akshita, there are total 9 vaccination centers which have been allocated by the BMC officials where the children between the age group 15 to 18 can get themselves vaccinated. We are right now present at one of the biggest vaccination center of Mumbai. This is the BKC vaccination center, and this is a complete mismanagement right now happening at this particular vaccination center. Let me show the visuals over here. These are the teenagers. This is the age group between 15 to 18. They were very much excited to get themselves vaccinated. The slot which they booked was between 9 to 12. But now what they have been told that at around 11 to 11:30 between which Aditya Thackeray will be inaugurating this particular vaccination drive through an online process. So till that time they have to wait. It's almost 2 hours from when the children over here are waiting. You can see over the visuals over, nobody is allowed to go inside. Still the preparations are going on. They are saying what the officials here at the BKC vaccination centers are telling, that till the time the inauguration process by Aditya Thackeray does not get over, after which which only the vaccination drive can begin. So this is the complete mismanagement. The children were very much excited, but now they have to wait for around 2.5 hours over here in this particular situation, which is completely crowded. You can see in the visuals over here, Akshita, the sitting area is completely packed right now. The students, the children over here, they have brought their identity card. Some of them have to go for their practical exams as well. But now they have no other option but to wait over here till the time the inauguration process does not get over. Back to you, Akshita.
Okay, I want to take this across to Nolan Pinto. He's joining us live from Bengaluru. Nolan, a few moments back, I saw that Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai has also reached there to officially kick off this phase of the vaccine drive.
Well, Akshita, in fact, we are at the BBMP school over here. Now, the Chief Minister, like you rightly stated, just arrived. They are actually now singing the state anthem, the Nada Gite, as of now. Now, what we are told is that about 10 to 20 students have been selected at this particular school. And these will be one of the first students in Karnataka to actually get this vaccination. In fact, the target for the state of Karnataka is about 31.7 lakh students, adolescents in the age group of 15 to 18. The Chief Minister, in fact, the government hopes that around 6 lakh students or adolescents will be vaccinated today in 4,000 plus sessions. In fact, like centers such as this. So it's not just places here, schools, colleges. These are the centers that the government has actually roped in now to, in fact, get these students vaccinated. But the biggest problem that they will face, the challenge, is not the ones who are actually studying, but those who have dropped out from school. And that is why right here in Bengaluru, they have roped in NGOs to scout for these students, go to slums, find out where these dropouts are. The government's aim is here that all adolescents in the age group of 15 to 18 should get vaccinated, and that is why they are actually doing this.
You know, it's a big affair. In most states right now, the chief ministers are kicking off the event of vaccination because for so long now, there have been these demands that, kids should start getting vaccinated at the earliest. Amid the Omicron surge, the timing is so very crucial that finally teenagers of the age group of 15 to 18 are getting vaccinated. Pramod Madhav is joining us live from Chennai. Pramod, has the vaccine drive in Tamil Nadu kicked off? Similar to Bengaluru and Chennai too, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin is expected to kick off the drive.
Absolutely, yes, and as we speak, the Chief Minister has entered the venue also, and as you can see, the preparations all set here. These are the students who are going to get vaccinated. This is a location inside a school at Sedapet in Chennai, and here this is also the constituency of the Health Minister. There you could see the schools, the students who are eligible to get vaccinated have been placed. A doctor is there, medical officers also present over here, and the Chief Minister, as he speaks, is at the podium. Within minutes, we're expecting the Chief Minister to actually look over the vaccination drive. In the state of Tamil Nadu, 33.4 lakh students, people between the age of 15 to 18 have been identified, of which nearly 4 lakh are from the city of Chennai alone. Here, the state has to once again battle vaccine hesitancy, and that's the reason much more importance is being given to this particular crowd. And as we speak, the Chief Minister and the Health Minister have also arrived at this spot. Anytime this vaccination can start in the state of Tamil Nadu.
I want to get an update now from Kerala as well, which has been seeing a surge of COVID and Omicron cases. Rickson is joining us live from Thiruvananthapuram. Rickson, what are the kind of preps on the ground to ensure that, this phase of the vaccination drive is completely smooth? There have also been concerns that several state governments, like the Pinarayi Vijayan government, have voiced about a shortage of vaccine stocks in the past. Are they adequately stocked right now?
Well, Akshita, right now I'm here in General Hospital in Thiruvananthapuram, the state capital. The COVID vaccination drive for children in the age group of 15 to 18 started here in the state. State Health Minister Veena George has kicked off the drive here at 9 o'clock, and now State Education Minister V. Shivankuti is also visiting the vaccination center here. Till yesterday late night, around 6 lakh students, 6 lakh children registered for the vaccination. And, in Thiruvananthapuram there are 5 centers, and the State Health Department and also, the State Education Department has opened, special centers for children. And also Education Minister, requested the various school organizations to, provide, to take initiative and also to control awareness program among the students for the vaccination. So, as you pointed out, last day Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and also State Health Minister Veena George stated that there is a shortage of vaccine in the state. But yesterday night we got around 5 lakh doses, and a 65% 64,000 doses are already with the state. So right now the state have 5,64,000 doses with them, and at the same time 15.34 children are there in the eligible category for this vaccination. So this is a big relief for the state. Omicron cases are rising in the state, and number of COVID cases are also increasing in the state. So at this point of time, the vaccination for the children started in the state. So it's a very big relief for the state and also for the health department here, Akshita.
Okay, Vixen, thank you for that update. You can see that the vaccination process there in Thiruvananthapuram has kicked off with children lining up to get vaccinated. Finally, one update from Kolkata. Let's go across to Suryagni Roy. Suryagni, I see that you're standing in a vaccination center. Has the vaccine drive kicked off? Is everything smooth so far?
Well, Akshata, at various places in the city, the vaccination vaccination drive has started. In this particular one, it's supposed to start in a short while from now. Batches of 25 of these kids, of these students, have been made to sit. They have their documents ready. We spoke to a lot of them. Majority of them are excited. Some of them are scared. But yes, everyone is on the same page when they say that yes, they want this vaccination because somewhere they are tired of sitting home and getting stuck with online education. They want to come to school. They want to have their share of fun, which they haven't been able to courtesy this deadly virus. And this age bracket is something that wasn't vaccinated in the past 1 year that we saw. Thankfully, this new year brings inoculation for this particular section, and we hope that in a short while, maybe kids who are younger to the 15 bracket will be vaccinated as well. And over here, one thing that we have been witnessing, that the doctors are ready, the teachers are constantly briefing these kids that there's nothing to be scared of. How Aishwarya was telling us how it's supposed to be a fun drive. Same over here, we have seen how balloons and fun elements have been kept over here, so that it is something of a good memory for all of these kids, and there's nothing to be scared of. This is something that the teachers over here, the doctors over here are constantly telling these kids. 25 batch has been made to sit over here. The mayor is supposed to come over here as well to check on what's happening. Right. So it's all good so far, and we hope that 16 schools that were identified by the KMC will be doubled in a short while from tomorrow. That's what we come to know. Back to you, Akshata.
Well, it's as you mentioned, Suryagni, a moment to celebrate for teenagers and of course for all the parents who've been concerned for so long now. Thanks, Suryagni, Rixon, Aishwarya, Pramod, Saurabh and all other reporters for getting us those live updates. Now, I know there are still a lot of questions doing the rounds about teen vaccination and the entire drive. Here's your checklist. I will try to answer a lot of the questions that you may have as a parent. Is the vaccine safe for my child? India-made Covaxin is safe and immunogenic. This has been stated time and again by scientists. There are many countries who are also now looking at Covaxin as the vaccine for children. Should you be worried about side effects? At this point, what experts have said is that it has minimal side effects. Can I send my kid to school after the vaccine with 2 doses and COVID-appropriate norms? Yes, and also if the state goes ahead and gives the nod for schools and colleges to reopen. How long will your child stay with immunity? Antibodies stay for months according to experts. T cells even more. So with 2 doses, your child is good to go. Can my child take any vaccine other than Covaxin? Unfortunately, no. At this point, only Covaxin is being given. There's no question of an option right now for parents or children. If your child has a comorbidity, should he or she take the vaccine? The answer is 100% yes, because if anything, the vaccine protects the child from getting COVID and having further infections. Your child had COVID. Should you still go ahead and get your child vaccinated? Yes, because the vaccine will further boost immunity, just like for us adults. That if you've had the infection, wait for a couple of months and then go ahead with the vaccination. Should your child get vaccinated if unwell? Mild illness is no problem, but we will say and add the caveat that first consult a doctor in such a circumstance. Let the doctor give the go-ahead first. When can kids under 15 be jabbed? This is a question everyone's asking. At this point, it hasn't been cleared yet, and perhaps it will take a couple of months. Once the vaccine drive for this current age group of 15 to 18 goes smoothly, then perhaps the next step of the next age group will kick in.